I'm Jef McAllister, managing partner of McAllister Olivarius. I was a lawyer in New York working for a big corporate firm doing leveraged buyout financing loan agreements, which really didn't interest me, I'm afraid, very much. I then went to journalism. I was with Time magazine for 20 years as diplomatic correspondent, White House correspondent, and then London bureau chief starting in 1999. I think one of the advantages of a journalistic background is you do know how to write, you know how to write quickly, you know how to put a complicated story together from lots of different facts, which is the kind of problem that we face all the time for our clients who come to us with complicated stories full of different kinds of facts. And I also think, I've interviewed the President of the United States and secretaries of state and prime ministers, and I'm not easily intimidated by big, powerful people because they are like us in every other way, and I've had experience of dealing with them. I'm the managing partner. It means I try to direct and supervise the work of our lawyers and legal assistants. I also am our chief editor. Our written product is very important to us. It needs to be persuasive and concise and well organized. And with my journalistic background, it's something that I can bring to the table. We represent mostly plaintiffs, mostly individuals who are in a difficult circumstance. They've been discriminated against. They've had child sex abuse committed on them. They're in a tough place usually when they come to us, and they need some help to assert their rights. And the institution that has done them wrong needs correction. So our job is always to do what's in the best interest of the client. We're not social reformers first and foremost. We're lawyers. We have to serve the interest of the client. But brick by brick, case by case, we hope to be making a more humane, a more just, a more safe world for everyone, because publicity from our cases sometimes has ripple effects. Sometimes the law can be improved, can be changed, there can be a good decision from a court. And bit by bit, we hope to do some lasting change. Companies, we also try to help them do the best job they can and to comply with the law and to understand its implications. And that's very rewarding work too, and can have an effect because it gets multiplied out through all the ways that a company can operate. We had a case against the University of Rochester in New York, which really did have a fantastic ripple effects, which I think we're all proud of. We represented 9 graduate students and professors who all had felt the ill effects of a sexually harassing professor, and then were retaliated against because they complained about it. And the case just happened to catch the beginning of the Me Too movement. 2 of our plaintiffs became Time Magazine People of the Year. It was a story around the world. Nature magazine in Britain made Anne Olivarius one of its 10 most important people in science that year because of our sustained work in combating sex discrimination in higher education. The plaintiffs won $9.4 million in the end, which was a good settlement for them. And law in New York State was changed partly because of our case to make it more sympathetic to plaintiffs. So it is a case we're quite proud of.